Let's start with the always reliable lefty lunacy of The View. Take it away, Anna Navarro.
The Hunter Biden story, the scandal, the this, the that, it's also the story of a father's love. And Joe Biden has never and will never give up on his son Hunter, and will never treat him lesser than. And so he is a father first. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, she's almost crying there, Prue. Yes, that whole story, that entire scandal is a story about a father's love. Yeah, 10% for the big guy because he's so loving.
He loves having the money that Hunter's delivering him, isn't he? You know, he's his emissary to, you know, take the bag around and do the collection. That's a father's love.
Yeah, I mean, please, how thick must that audience be to sit there and be fed that and not to laugh out loud or hiss or, you know, some sort of a reaction to those insane words. Now let's check in on Pride celebrations and watch an old dude in saggy Y fronts twerking for women and children. Just gross. What sort of mother takes her child to see that and sits there clapping and cheering? Here is another march where they are literally chanting, "We're here, we're queer, and we're coming for your children." And we have more Pride shenanigans for you. This time we've got nude dudes on bikes in Seattle who seem to have no qualms about exposing their genitalia in public in front of children. And Prue, of course, we blur out all the genitalia because we have to, because, you know, this is not a that type of program.
Fans
but
only.
For the kids who are there in the audience, yeah, we're not only fans material here, but they're watching this. Those poor kids whose idiot mothers normally, but sometimes fathers, are dragging them along to these events where the content is just not suitable for little kids.
I just don't get it, you know, but you see mothers in Kmart, Target buying their little kids G-strings. So the world has gone crazy. All I can think about is, yeah, I've seen it. I saw this woman, she bought her 7-year-old, the kid wanted a G-string, and they were making them and selling them in Kmart, I think it was. But that's another story.
No.
I just hope these dudes own their own bikes. Can you imagine renting that bike after them? I mean, it is so sicko on so many levels. And, you know, this is a problem that displaying your sexuality is not the point, you know, but the twerker, the whole thing, you know, you just, it's a window into the minds of these people that, you know, I've got so many gay friends. I wrote Carlotta's book. She was the first trans. You know, but you think this is, you know, you don't have to have it waved in front of your face, which is basically what's literally happening, and think that that is acceptable. You know, we don't do it. Heterosexuals don't do it necessarily, so why would they? So I just don't get it. It's just really turning people off and taking away our tolerance and acceptance, which I just think is really sad.
Well, if you want to parade like that and be fully nude gyrating, then fine, but why are children present? Why are these mothers taking their kids along to this? It'd be like the fathers taking the kids along to Spearmint Rhino to watch the strippers. It's just not what sane people would do. But now, to appear to be tolerant and inclusive, they will do that. They will expose their children to things that they shouldn't be exposed to. Now, let's stay in Seattle and see how people who have meltdowns, if they're accidentally misgendered, let's see how they treat a street preacher who doesn't share their views. Feel the tolerance there, so much tolerance. And now to New York, where a former trans rights activist, a lone woman taking a stand, was abused and assaulted by a pack of baying bullies. Have a look at this. That brave woman is Kay Yang, and we might get her on the show in the coming weeks, but it just shows you, Prue, that this tolerance that they speak of is not a two-way street. No, and no respect. And the bullying, you know, if the roles had reversed, can you imagine the hell? Well, for a start, the police would not have tolerated it. The hypocrisy is unbelievable, and the anger and rage that these people have. It's just really scary how it's going, because they feel so empowered now. The pendulum of tolerance and acceptance has almost swung too far, and now they feel that they can, you know, bully, you know, take over the streets, show little respect. It's really scary, actually, what's happening. Absolutely. And finally, in this Pride extravaganza, it seems Bud Light are slow learners and determined to lose even more market share. Have a look at this float in Canada. They have lost so much market share, so much share market value, and now they've done that. Why would they do that when their market has told them they're not on board with this? They don't want this sort of political activism. It's self-harm. It's corporate self-harm.